What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dominate the Books. I'm your host, Keith, and I know I've been out of commission for a couple of days here. Just had some family stuff show up that I had to take care of, but like I said, in when I first started the channel in the very first video, I was very specific and intentional with my words. I said that I was going. My plan was to post a video every day, but like everybody else, family stuff shows up. You got work, life, wife, you got the spouse to deal with, children, everything. So, but just real quick at the one of those events. Well, actually, my youngest daughter, she's going off to the Air Force tomorrow, actually, and we were having a get together on Saturday, just like a going away celebration dinner, and just looking at my best that I posted. Excuse me, with college football and with the NFL on Saturday and Sunday, it's probably a good thing that I didn't post a video because it didn't work out too well. But we all know week one is a little tricky, but um, yeah, we were doing that. And then, last weekend, my oldest daughter, her grandmother passed away, and we had a dinner for that as well, me and my kids and a friend of hers. But reason I'm bringing all this up, I just had a moment. I was thinking, like, I was just looking, just observing the scene, just seeing my daughter, my oldest daughter, interacting with my granddaughter, and um, my youngest daughter interacting with my granddaughter and my oldest daughter. And I was just like, man, did all right. I produced two productive members of society. Like they've had their growing pains, like everybody, like I have, like you have, but for the most part, they're good people, and I was proud of that. And it just made me think, like, how having a father in your life is very important. Like if you're a dad and you're not involved in your kid's life, it's just like um, Neo trying to navigate his way through the Matrix without having Morpheus. Your dad is there to give you that guidance, to tell you about the world, just keep it real with you, tell you the truth. Um, Not there to be a friend. He's there to just tell you how it is. Like I said, tell you the truth and just let you know, even when you fall down, to pick you up and say, "Hey, be all right. You'll bounce back. Come on, let's go." So, um, yeah, I was just thinking about all that type of stuff, and that's what I was kind of like dealing with over the weekend. Like I said, it's a good thing that I didn't post the best because I really didn't do too well, but it is what it is. So, uh, oh, and if you want more commentary like that, check out Hard Hats Conversations. It's HARD Hats Conversations. It's a channel by a coworker of mine, and he talks, a lot of stuff about politics, um, real world events, things like that. So go check him out. It's a good channel, good conversations he has over there on that channel. Um, let's see what we got here. Now to get to these bets, first let's start with. So the last time I posted a video, it was when the Eagles and the Packers played. So these are a couple bets that I hit that night. This 10 leg parlay. It's a small one. We got that over at Caesars. They only let you, when you use their boost, they only let you bet $5. So we turned $5 into 60 on that one. FanDuel, my man Hard Hats Conversations turned me on to this one. Each team to score one touchdown and one field goal in each half. Started to bet more on this and put the booster they had on it, but it was my first time even seeing the bet, so I just said, just throw some little on it, but wind up hitting. So take that. Then we got this other parlay here off of Bet 365. And on this one, we turned 10 into $115 on that one. So overall, pretty good night. And then here's some of those insurance bets that I was talking about. Like you could bet some of these little specials that they have to kind of cover your bets. So just in case your bets don't hit, you can win your money back, or at least try to win some of it back. But um, Ohio State to score the first touchdown against Western Michigan, that was kind of like a no-brainer. Turned 10 and 20 on that one. Coworker of mine told me I didn't know you can do like teaser bets, and you type in the bets on DraftKings, and they'll just like if you click teasers down at the bottom instead of clicking parlay, it'll automatically calculate it for you. So it was my first time finding out about it. I just threw $10 on it, but it wound up hitting. I didn't even know. I just saw I had an extra $26 in my account. I'm like, where did these even come from? And then I remembered I had put this in. So, but again, it's just like a insurance bet. Just kind of won some of my money back because, like I said, the week one college football and the NFL, whew, it was pretty bad. But anyway, like I said, we don't cry about the losses. Let's get to the bets. So we got the Jets and the 49ers tonight on Monday Night Football. Before I get to that, though, let me talk about, as you can see, I'm a big Cleveland Browns fan. Like I said, we don't edit over here. We just keep it moving. My Brownies didn't look too well yesterday. Um, Sean Watson, I don't know what that was. The line looked bad. The special teams let the Cowboys score on a punt return. It was just a bad all around performance. Um, I don't think Deshaun Watson is it looks good in that offense. Stefanski's offense seems like it works better with more stationary quarterbacks like Joe Flacco, like how he just came off his couch last year and just, balled out, got us to the playoffs. I think his offense is more suitable for players like that, not Deshaun Watson, but I could be wrong. Hopefully he just, knocks off the rust. I know, he sat out a year when he was in Houston. He had the trouble off the field. Um, came back from that. Then he got hurt a couple of times. So, dude has only played like 12 games or now 13 in 3 years. So, I don't know, but we gotta shake that off. My Brownies got to bounce back. All right, first Monday Night Football game of the year. Jets against the 49ers. Speaking about bouncing back, Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the first play last year towards Achilles. You know, you went to the bathroom, you missed it. It was, grand opening, grand closing. It had a big ceremony. The game was on 9/11 last year. They had the American flag and they were singing proud to be an American and all that. First play of the game, this dude blows out his ACL. So that on top of his week one, again, don't know what to expect. 49ers, they were in the Super Bowl. A lot of teams, they have that Super Bowl hangover. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But this is what we're rolling with. We put together this parlay over on DraftKings. We took Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards rushing and receiving. We went with under 30 and a half Brock Purdy passing attempts, 25 yards receiving for Brandon Ayuk, 25 receiving for George Kittle. Garrett Wilson get us 50 yards receiving. We took the Jets alternate line plus 10 and a half. Took Brock Purdy 200 yards passing. Mike Williams, formerly with the Chargers, is now with the Jets. He's a deep threat. The line was 25. I think it was like a minus 140 on that, even if you bet it straight up. Mike Williams, he might get this on one play. So I'd say, hey, let me throw that in there. Brees Hall, 25 receiving yards. Aaron Rodgers coming back off of an injury. I can see him just like dumping the ball off a lot to Brees Hall. And also, Christian McCaffrey didn't play at all in the preseason. So I don't know. I know he has some issues with, I want to say his calf, if I'm not mistaken. So, I took Debo Samuel, 13 and a half, his over on rushing yards. I could see them, running a few jet sweeps. And, he's just like Mike Williams. The guy's so dynamic, he might hit this on one play. So went with that one. Then we bet this one here over on Fanatics. We took Christian McCaffrey's anytime touchdown score. San Fran to cover that 4-point spread. I really don't like that. I mean, you can take that out because, again, like I said, this is a week one game. So we don't know what's going to happen, but just put that in there. I lowered the total down or over under on the points. I went with an alternate total of 35 and a half. Excuse me, 35 and a half, and it went over. Aaron Rodgers get his 200. Brock Purdy get his 200. Debo Samuel, 20 yards receiving. McCaffrey, 50 yards rushing. And Brees Hall, 35 yards rushing. Let's go back here. Then I saw this earlier today. Each team to score 1+ rushing touchdown and 1+ passing touchdown in each half. Look, the odds on this are insane, 25,000. So I said, man, could be a high scoring game. I just threw $5 on it, $5 to get you 12.55. Then we ran the same bet back that we had in the Packers and Eagles game. Each team to score 1 touchdown and 1 field goal in each half. $5 to get you 135 on that one. Next one, this bet is from my baby, from my wife. She said she wanted to jump in on the action too, so I put her bet in here. She sent this to me while I was at work earlier, and the caption under it said, "Simple, but I think it's a good one." I would have to agree with her on that. Brees Hall, anytime touchdown. Brees Hall, 25 yards receiving. Debo, 25 yards receiving. And Garrett Wilson, 70 yards receiving. And I believe this is the final one. It's just the anytime touchdown parlay. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, all to get touchdowns. Most parlays that I've seen like this, they had Debo in there instead of Brandon Ayuk. I think it was one posted on DraftKings homepage, and there was like 1,000 people bet on it. So I figure if everybody else is betting it, I'm gonna go the other way. They're zigging, I'm going to zag, and maybe Debo has a big game, but he doesn't score, and Brandon Ayuk gets in the end zone. So we'll see what happens there. But just make sure. Yeah, that's all the best that I got for today. This video will be up about maybe 4.5, 5 hours, or excuse me, 4.5 or 3.5 hours prior to game time. But thanks again for tuning in to Dominate the Books. And hopefully you guys had a better weekend than I did with college football and the NFL. But let's see what we can do tonight. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.